Howdy folks, and welcome to another Taste of Gameplay video, this time for the American Tier 1 Tech Tree Cruiser, the Erie. So, we will talk a little bit about the Erie, but there's not all that much interesting to say about the Erie, so I want to talk a little bit as well about just the new player experience in World of Warships, because I believe that still to this day, the Erie is either the ship or one of 2 or 3 ships you get to pick from that are the only ships the game actually gives you. I mean, all the tier 1 tech tree ships are technically free in the sense that they don't cost any credits or free XP. I don't believe you just need a ship slot for them. But the Erie is one of the few ships that the game actually hands you and says, hey, please play this ship. I think the very first game you play in all of World of Warships, you're put in an Erie and given a team full of bot teammates and bot enemies, and away you go. So I was curious to kind of play the Erie just for that reason alone. And it's interesting because when I went to go play the Erie, I realized I didn't actually own it. And I didn't have any more ship slots. So I had to go buy a couple of ship slots just so I could buy the Erie. Anyway, I guess I'll spend 30 seconds or so talking about the Erie. It's fine. It's a competent tier 1 ship. Of course, they had to make it somewhat generic because it's the first one you're ever going to play. It has above average alpha damage on the guns, 1210, but slightly poor-ish reload of 6 seconds. It has very average hit points and very average speed, and it's just a very average ship all the way around, which is fitting. I am using my standard tactic here of defending the base. I do feel a little bad about just shooting at this player. This is the only player on the other team. I normally don't do this. I usually try and fight with the bots first, because even if I am kind of seal clubbing, I don't really want the other player to have a bad experience. And this may sound kind of cocky or full of myself, but I'm usually better than most players down here at tier 1. Not always. I get absolutely rolled once in a while, but the problem is there's not much I can do in this case because this guy is just aggressively heading directly for me. And if I don't take him out, he's going to take me out. So anyway, that got me thinking even more about the new player experience. My understanding, and someone correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, is that this is not a new player by definition, because the game sequesters those folks, the truly new players, people with less than 50 games played. It hides them from us, from the veterans, which is smart. I mean, that's a good idea. Yeah, could somebody tell me if that's true? I that's my understanding. So, I don't feel as bad because it's not a genuinely new player, but it still might be somebody that's relatively new to the game. And I mean, I hope they had fun. I don't know. Don't charge directly into the enemy base, maybe. But anyway, yeah, I was just thinking, it's been so long since I've either been new to the game or seen someone who is new to the game play. I don't even know what the new player experience is like anymore. I don't really know what they do with you, what the onboarding experience is like, if there's training. I mean, I know there's videos, there's a YouTube channel that can teach you how to play, but is there in-game stuff? I vaguely recall you get special missions, and there's even like a XP leveling system that unlocks features of the game. I don't know if that's still in there. So like you can't just join a clan game 1, for example. And, I mean, that's all well and good and fine. I don't know how many new players World of Warships gets. It's tempting to assume that it doesn't get very many, but I actually have no idea if that's true or not. I really don't know. I don't know where they would come from. I assume Wargaming runs ads online and has deals with YouTube channels or with other products and services to give away free codes. I know I used to see things where it was like, join now and use my code and get a free Tirpitz or Bismarck or something like that. I don't know if that stuff is still around. No idea. It'd be interesting to just create a completely brand new account. There's a whole list of topics that I'd like to cover in dedicated videos once I get done with the whole series where I do a video for every ship in the game, which of course is not going to be anytime soon. But someday when I get around to doing topic-based videos, I'd love to do a video on just the new player experience. I haven't seen anyone do that for WoWs recently. You know, not any of the big guys, not even any of the little guys. By the way, this game's almost over, just FYI. This is one of the reasons why this tactic of defending the base works, because if you don't defend your base, then bots basically just sit in the middle of it. And because I'm shooting at and defending my base, but no one's defending their base, we're just going to cap. And this is standard mode, I believe it's called, where when you cap, you just instantly win the game. So we win the game. So yeah, that's the Erie. It's perfectly fine. It's a reasonably adequate ship. If you want to play tier 1, it works okay. I still think the Hermelin is the best one, followed by the Chang'an, but this is a perfectly fine ship. And I will see you guys in the next video.